This is part 2 of the Turkish Connection Coin. It's going to be a little shaky right now for the first 10 seconds, but I'm going to take this magnifier off and I'll give you a perspective of how small this coin is. Let me flip it over one time and I'll see the back side of it. That's the other side of it. It's a very small coin. So let me take the magnifier off. Okay, and let's focus in here. Let's put this in perspective of how small it is compared to a half dime and a dime. This coin is very small. That Simplex is killing it on the coins. This is what I got today. I got 94 coins all together. Of course, I found the number 1. I found a car kind of munched up. 94 coins, quite a few quarters. I found this watch right on the surface, and what's funny is the Simplex rejected this completely, except for a little bit of the chain. Chains are really hard to find anyway, but it rejected it. I couldn't even hear this in my detector. It was not even responding to it. I was really amazed that it wasn't, but it's just a cheapo one. It actually does work. I found it right on the surface. It's a cheapo one. It works. I wound it up, and it works. A little bit rusty, but it works. It's kind of beat up a little bit. But this coin is a 1960 something. I can't quite get the date off of it. That last number is pretty much unreadable. I haven't really cleaned the coin up much. I did scrub it with a copper wire brush. But this Simplex is phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. This connection with my metal detector being manufactured in Turkey and this coin being minted in Turkey, this has a lot of sentimental value to me because I really like the Nokta products. This is what I've obtained today with just my Simplex. I was out for about 7 hours, and this is what I've gotten in the last month. There's a lot of Indian head pennies, V-nickels. I got a shield nickel over my jar over there. I got this also too with the Simplex. This is full of coins. There's a lot of Indian heads, V-nickels, a lot of wheat pennies. I get wheat pennies every day, so it's nothing new to me. But I got 2 of them today. I thought I was going to get skunked. I got 2 of them right in the last half an hour I was digging. And this is full of coins, a lot of relics. The Amphibio was getting a lot of this. I just a surface find in a dump. I've get several of these right on the surface there, but this is just full of coins, lots and lots of coins. That's just with my Nokta Amphibio for about a month and a half, and of course I've gotten probably 20 buckets or 30 buckets of iron. I dig up a lot of iron. You know, to get this stuff right here, you have to dig the iron up. You have to. Compact cases, keys, these things, I find these things all the time. These things, one day I got 6 of them fully intact and a bunch of parts to others ones. I find a lot of toys, but a lot of toys. And I have some other stuff in my bags too that I haven't really put in this because it's spilling out over the sides. I have more. You know, this is a good deal. You know, me getting this many coins with a $300 detector, because I can swing this metal detector around for all day long, 12 hours long, a 12-hour day, swinging it around to take a break for lunch, and my arm doesn't get tired. With my other machines, you know, my Amphibio, it gets pretty tiresome because after 12 hours of use, you know, I have my waterproof battery pack on there, and my arm starts getting a little bit tired. And so it's a really heavy metal detector to start out with, but I have on my Amphibio, I have that battery pack on there. With this Nokta, it doesn't matter what you put on that metal detector. I was thinking about putting some weights on it just to balance it out a little bit better, but this Nokta seems to be a really good product. I've kicked it around. I've thrown it over my shoulder at least 100 times, just showing other detectorists the durability of this metal detector. I've kicked it, I've thrown it, I've dropped it. I've tried to break this thing, but I can't. It's indestructible. And this coin here, this Turkish coin, is a huge thing for me. I'm a relic hunter at heart. And finding a Turkish coin, my first Turkish coin ever, with the Simplex is amazing. I got a bucket lister the first day out that I was using the Simplex. I got a shield nickel. I've been waiting for years and years and years to get a shield nickel. I thought I was going to get it with my Amphibio because I've been using my Amphibio for the last 2 months. And I got it with my Simplex the first day out. It was only like about 3 inches deep, but it should have been found. That coin should have been found. But I was, it was my first day out, so I was digging a lot of low tones and mid tones. I always dig the mid tones because that's what this rang up at. This small little coin here read up the same as a pull tab. So I always dig the pull tabs. I actually started keeping them for a while until I filled up a whole 5-gallon bucket full of pull tabs. But I just looked at those tonight and I discarded them in the garbage can just because I can't keep all this crap. I can't keep all this stuff, right? Most of the stuff is going to get scrapped out. Unfortunately, most of the stuff will be scrapped out. The coins I will keep. I have buckets and buckets of coins. So this coin was the best find with my Simplex. To tell you the truth, there are other shield nickels out there for me to get. Maybe not with a Simplex, maybe not with my Amphibio, it might be with my other metal detectors. But this coin, I've never found a Turkish coin and a coin that small. I've never found a coin that small. That is small. I mean, I even had to use a magnifying lens to see that thing because it's so small. My camera will not focus in on it because I have to get so close to it. That's a half dime right there. That's a regular sized dime. I found this today too. Another crusty, munched on Indian head 1903. And I found this too, a little bit of jewelry. That's a little bit of bling jewelry. Pretty old, it fell apart when I was digging it. I had a live dig. You'll probably see that video later on. But I've got a lot of silvers with the Simplex. Boy, this first week of using, I've actually used it 2 weeks. I've gotten 10 silvers. I've gotten 10 silver coins with the Simplex since I've had it. I've used it probably for about 70 hours, close to 70 hours. But I've had a vacation this whole last week. So I've gotten a lot of hours under the coil. So I've been swinging it. Basically, the Simplex for the last 2 weeks. I haven't touched my Amphibio but one time. I took my Amphibio out for 1 day. I told myself I was going to use this for 150 hours before I use my Amphibio again. I might not even go back to my Amphibio, to tell you the truth. If they come out with a new coil for this Simplex, I might just stay with a Simplex because I can swing this thing around all day long like a madman and not get tired. So I'm really impressed with this metal detector. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like. And this is Paystreak Superfreak, and I'm out.